Now we want to talk about the stages somebody passes through when the person has a loss, or when person loses a loved one, anything so important. Medically, there are 5 stages. The first stage is the stage of denial. Let's assume they call you now and tell you, you've lost somebody. You've lost somebody. The first thing you shout is, it's not true. It's not possible. That is the stage of denial. The second stage is the stage of bargaining. You begin to, think of, let's assume if it is in the hospital that you lose a loved one or somebody close to you, then you may start thinking, okay, I know the other man of God, I can take this person to that man of God. You start, okay, please, I want the corpse, I want to take the person to the other hospital. That is the stage of bargaining. You begin to think, what are the other ways to remedy this situation. The third stage is the stage of anger. At that point, you become angry. That's when the thing is getting into your memory that actually this thing they told you may be true. So at that point, you get angry. And what betide anybody that comes close to you that time, the person will notice that your personality will change. The fourth stage is the stage of depression. At that point, it's getting clear to you that truly you have lost this person. At that point, you go into depression. And finally, the final stage, which is the fifth stage, is the stage of acceptance. At that point, you have finally accepted the situation. I was watching one interview one of the days. I saw where a relative of Ken Saruwa, the activist from Ogoniland, the sister said when the brother was hanged, that she cried all day, but suddenly after many years, she had to accept that obvious fact that the brother was no longer, with her, or was no longer alive. So these are the 5 stages. First stage, the stage of denial, which we normally say, God forbid, it's not me, it's not my portion, it's not possible. Second stage, you talk about the stage of anger. Third stage, you talk about the stage of bargaining. You begin to ask yourself so many questions. Don't you think we can take this person to the other man of God? Don't you think that we can do this? Don't you keep on bargaining. So many things coming into your mind. The first stage is the stage of depression. And finally, the final stage is the stage of acceptance. Thank you. Watch out for next video.